Francis.
Say Shabbat Shalom.
Hey.
This is Corey.
Hi, Corey.
Shabbat Shalom.
Good to see you.
They were trying to get dinner squared away, and it's taking a challenge.
Yes.
And here comes Abo, otherwise known as Zadie. Yeah.
How's your hand doing?
It's getting there. I still have this thing I have to wear.
Yeah.
For another few more weeks.
But
I'm making progress. I have to do exercises during the day.
Right.
And unfortunately, having Corey here today, I didn't really have much time to do them. So
right.
Maybe tonight. Tell me about you. How are you?
Doing great. It was a nice thing for Steve yesterday.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about that? Like, how did that come to be?
Somebody he knows, I think she's just a customer, wanted to do something nice for him.
Oh, okay.
And from what I could tell, it looked like people were handing him envelopes. So I don't know, the thing for Steve yesterday. So I don't know if they had gift cards or.
There was somebody handed him a bag that had a bunch of envelopes in it. And then Craig Zucker was there with that proclamation. And then I had my card.
I saw that because I did Zoom it or my screen. I did see it. It was really very nice. I think he was, did you watch him? He was, you could tell he was overwhelmed.
Yes, yes.
And do you know offhand if Valerie and Ira Kohlmeister drove him home? They were going to.
I don't know. Somebody was going to drive him home, but I don't know. I don't know. Yeah.
All right, but that was very nice.
Can
you wave? Can you wave to Rabbi Layman? Well, where is everybody?
Yeah, I don't know.
It could be just you and us.
Well, I know Tina Levin is coming. It's Francis Berger's yard site tonight and tomorrow. So I
Okay.
asked her to do the Hashkivenu. Charlotte is going to try to do Kiddush.
Hopefully she can figure out the unmute.
Yes.
The makeup call.
Yes.
Maybe we can get rid of that.
I like it.
And they moved the Redskins game, the Redskins-Eagles game to Tuesday. Did you hear that?
Oh, because of COVID?
COVID, because the Washington players have COVID. The Eagles don't have COVID. So the issue is, why should the teams that are following the rules that don't have anybody with COVID, why should they be punished? Because
Right,
other teams are not following the rules.
right.
That's what Daniel told me.
So
I
that's,
agree.
Favoritism for Dan Snyder.
I guess so, yeah. Hey, Al,
How you doing?
Hi,
how
Al.
are you?
I hadn't heard about the game being moved.
It's one of 3 games that are moved this
Oh,
weekend.
boy. By the way, you called it the Redskins.
I know, I just can't help it.
I
It's
can't
the
either.
Washington football team, yes. But,
Stan
yeah.
sometimes will ask Siri, what's the score of the Redskins game? And
Yeah.
she'll say, the Washington football team is trailing by.
Very good.
Yeah,
That's probably enough.
Make more. I'd rather have leftovers.
well, at least I won't have to worry about that part of traffic on Sunday. I'm driving my parents up to see my brother on Sunday.
Oh,
And so there was that game at 1, and then the Ravens are at 4 in Baltimore. So that I might have traffic with that coming back.
yeah. Yeah.
You're gonna have to get penance to fly from your antenna.
Yeah. Stacy and Gary, how are you?
Hi, hello, good Shabbos.
Good Shabbos.
Turn this off.
Shabbos, everyone.
Hey, Jackie,
Shabbos.
Danny.
Exciting day today. That's crazy, huh?
The football change, it's really not
Football.
fair. It's not fair to the Eagles.
Yeah. Look what happened in tomorrow's game. So they all got moved to Monday.
Not all of them. There were 2 games that were supposed to be played tomorrow.
Yeah, 2 games got moved to Monday. One Monday, I think one Tuesday, I think.
No, 2 are going to be on Tuesday, 1 on Monday. So the Patriots Colts is still on Saturday. The Raiders Browns is to Monday.
Right.
And then there are 2 other games that are being played on Tuesday.
Yeah.
That was a very nice presentation that Steven got yesterday.
Yeah,
Very very well deserved.
yeah.
Really?
Hey, Audrey,
I
we missed you the past couple of weeks. I know you were away for a little bit in California, but
Yeah, and then I had a bat mitzvah in
Uh-huh.
Fax, and I
Here, Lauren, here's yours.
oh no,
yeah, I'm okay now.
yeah.
But I have to, the only thing that's really bothering me is my hand.
Ay, ay, ay. I
How
didn't know
did
that
you
you
do that?
fell.
Yeah, how did I do that? They have steps at Olam Tikva, and I had the mask on and my glasses fogged up, and I missed the first step.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Is that coming in or coming out?
Yeah, please. We were just coming into the synagogue and.
Oh no.
But I was fine. I went to the luncheon afterward and I even got up and danced. And on the way home, and my ankle and hand started throbbing so bad.
Oh,
I said, we're going back to my place. We're going to change clothes and you're going to drive me to the hospital.
ay,
So
ay, ay.
we've had some bad news today too. My son's mother-in-law was taken to the hospital last night in Fairfax.
Yeah.
And they actually thought she died this morning and they resuscitated her and put her on a ventilator. And right now she's in surgery. They don't think she's going to make it.
Hey, what happened?
Something with her stomach. Her daughter from New York was in this week. So her daughter was with her.
Hey,
So we're just waiting.
very sorry. Very sorry to hear that. How old is she?
She's 82.
Uh-huh. Huh. Well,
Us all.
No.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Hey, Al,
Yeah,
you know the name of the artist who did that artwork behind you?
I forget the name. The rabbi knows the name,
Chahuli.
right?
Yeah.
Who's your friend there, Stan?
Uh, She's a rescue.
Yeah. So far, she's smiling at your jokes, Stanley. Just wait till she understands.
Right.
And she'll punch you in the face.
This is our granddaughter, Corey Rose.
How old are you, Corey Rose?
She'll be 2 on April 10th. Right? She'll be 2 on April 10th. She already knows her multiplication tables.
That's good.
And the
Is she
best
a
thing is he
Maryland
doesn't
fan
look
yet?
a bit like you.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. She's a Terp. Are you a Terp? Are you a
You didn't hear
Terp?
what Al Kleiman said, Stan.
What was it?
He said the best thing is she doesn't look like you.
Oh, right. God for little things. Yeah, click off. Click mute.
Dan, are you going to New York for the Pinstripe Bowl?
No. No.
Was there a Maryland basketball game this week?
No, they got final exams. That takes precedence.
How about that? Student athletes, huh?
That's right. And there's a basketball game the day before the football game and the day after the football game.
Hmm.
So we decided if it was in Hawaii, we would have gone. But since it's in New York, we're not going.
Hey, the weather could be like Hawaii weather. It's crazy.
Theoretically, yeah. Corey, you want to do the 4 questions tonight?
Well, I got 2 people who are supposed to be participating in the service. Charlotte is now in the waiting room. She's going to do Kiddush. Tina Levin is going to come a little bit later. She has yard site for Francis tonight and tomorrow, Francis Berger. She's going to do the Hashki Venu in English at 6 o'clock, letting Charlotte in. And yeah, there we go. Okay, Shabbat Shalom, everybody. So let me mute all. And in the Lev Shalem, we're on page 10. In the Shabbat Sim Shalom, we're on page 14. Yedid nefesh av harachaman mishoch avdach el retzonach Yarutz avdach kemo ayal yishtarchaveh mul hadarach ki yerav lo yedidutach minofet suf v'chotam Hadur na'eh ziv ha'olam nafshi cholat ahavatach ana el narefana la beharot la Noam zivachas titchazek v'titrapei v'hayet halach shivchat olam v'tikemu rachamecha v'chusna al beino havach ki ze kama nichsaf lirot betiferet Uzach ana eli machmad libi chushana ve'al titalam higalena ufros chaviv alai et sukat shelomach Ta'ir eretz mikvodach nagila v'nismecha bach maher ahuv kiva moed v'choneni ki me'olam la 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 Lachuneranen al Adonai nari aletzor yishenu nekad mafanav betodah bizmirot nari alo nekad mafanav betodah bizmirot nari alo ki al gadol Adonai malchadol kol Elohim Shabbat Mechkere Yaretz Arba'im shana kud bedor v'amar am toei levavheim vehem lo yadu derachai asher nishbati ve'api im yivavun el menuchati 13 in Lev Shalem 16 in Sim Shalom Shiru Ladonai Shir Chadash Shiru Ladonai Kol Haaretz Shiru Ladonai Baruch Shemo Basru Miyom Leyom Yeshuato Sapru Vagoyim Kevodo Bechol Ha'amim Nifleotav Ki Gadol Adonai Umehulal me'od no rahu al kol Elohim ay ki kol Elohei ha'amim elilim V'Adonai shamayim asahod v'hadar lefanav Oz v'tiferet be'mikdasho Avu l'Adonai mishpachot amim Avu l'Adonai kavod v'oz Avu l'Adonai kevod shemo Seu mincha Uva'u lechatzrotav Yishtachavu l'Adonai Behadrat kodesh Chilu mipanav kol haaretz Imru vagoyim Adonai malach Aftikon tevel ba'al timot Yadin amim b'mei sharim Yismechu hashamayim Betagel haaretz Yiramayam Umlo Yalo Sadai Vechol Asher Bo Az Yiranenu Kolat Seyar Lifnei Adonai Kiva Lishpot Aretz Yishpot Tevel Bet Tzedek Ve'amim Be'emunato Lai La 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 Lie, 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 lie. Adonai malach tagel haaretz yismechu im rabim anan gavel sirav. Evoshu kol avdei fesel hamatelim bezinim shemavet yisrael. Ohave Adonai sinu ra shomer nafshot chasidav miad reshaim yatzileim or zaru al tzadik ulishrei lev simcha simchu tzadikim badonai v'hodu lezecher kodsho Mizmor Shiru Ladonai Shir Chadash Ki Niflo Dasa Hoshia Lo Yamino Uzero Akodsho Odia Adonai Yeshuato Le'enei Hagoyim Gilat Tzidkato Zachar Chasto Ve'emunato Levet Israel Ra'u Cholav Seyaretz Et Yeshuat Eloheinu Hariu Ladonai Kol Haaretz Pitchu Veranenu Vezameru Zamru Ladonai Bechinor Vekol Zimra V'chatzotzot v'kol shofar Hariu lifnei HaMelech Adonai Yiram hayamum lo Tevel v'yoshvei ba Narotim chauchav Yachad harim yeranenu Lifnei Adonai kiva Kiva lishpot haaretz, yishpot tevel betzedek, veyamim b'meisharim. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 Adonai malach Yegazu amim Yoshev kruvim tanu taretz Adonai b'tzion gadol v'rokolim Moshe v'Aaron b'chohanav U'Shmuel b'karei Shemot V'Mel Merguyanim Adonai Eloheinu atani tamen osayita lehem v'nokeim ala lilotam Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtacha lahar kodsho romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lahar kodsho Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. We rise, we turn to page 21 in Lev Shalem, 20 and Sim Shalom. Mizmor leDavid havul Adonai b'nei Elim havul Adonai kavod v'oz yosavu ladonai kevod shemo hishtachavu ladonai behadrat kodesh kol Adonai al amayim el hakavod hirim Adonai al mayim rabim kol Adonai ba'koach kol Adonai behadar kol Adonai shaver arazim vayeshaber Adonai el arzei alvanon vayarkideim kemo egel levanon vesiryon kemo ven re'emim Kol Adonai chotsev lavotesh Kol Adonai yachil midbar yachil Adonai midbar kadesh Kol Adonai yecholel ayalot vayechesof ye'arot uvechalo kulo omer kavod kulo omer kavod Adonai lamabul yashav vayeshev Adonai melech leolam Adonai oz le'amo yitain Adonai yevarech et amo v'shalom. May be seated. We continue with Lecha Dodi 23 to 25 in Lev Shalem, 21 and 22 in Sim Shalom. Lecha Dodi li'ikrakala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi li'ikrakala penei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'diburecha ishmianu ela meyuchad Adonai echadu shemo echad l'shem ultiferet ve'litila. Lecha Dodi li'ikrakala penei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha ki mekor ha'beracha merosh mikedem nesucha sof ma'aseh b'machshava tchila. Lecha Dodi likrakala penei Shabbat nekabela. Mikdash melech ir melucha kumitzei mitoch ha'hafecha rav lach shevet b'yemecha b'chavahu yachamol alayichem la. Lecha Dodi likrakala penei Shabbat nekabela. Hina arim me'afarku milivshi bigdei tifartecha mi al yad ben Yishai beit halach mikarva el nafshi ge'ala. Lecha Dodi likrakala penei Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri kiva orech kumi uri shir daberi kevod Adonai alayich nigla. Lecha Dodi likrakala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lo tevoshi velo tikalmi ma tishtochachi umatehemi bach yechesu aniyei ami venivneta ir al tila. Lecha Dodi likrakala penei Shabbat nekabela. V'hayulim shisa shosayich v'rachaku kol mevalayich yasisalayich Elohayich kimsos chatan al kala. Lecha Dodi likrakala penei Shabbat nekabela. Yaminu smol tifrotzi v'yet Adonai ta'aritzi al yadish ben partzi ben ismecha ונגילה לחדדי לקרא קלה, פני שבת נקבלה, בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה. בואי חלה לחדדי לקרא קלה, פני שבת nekabela. May be seated onto 27 and 28 in Lev Shalem, 23 in Sim Shalom. Mizmor shir le'om ha'shabbat tov lehodod l'Adonai ulezamer l'shimcha elyon ulezamer l'shimcha elyon lahagid baboker chastecha ve'emunatcha baleilot alei asor v'alei navel alei higayon bechinor mizmor shir le'yom ha'shabbat tov lehodod l'Adonai ulezamer l'shimcha elyon ulezamer l'shimcha elyon ki samachtan yadonai before lecha Masayadecha name. Shetavim b'veit Adonai b'chatzot Eloheinu yafrichu. Od yenuvim b'seva teshenim v'rananim Yiyu lehagid ki ashar Adonai suri velo avlatabo Adonai malach ki lavesh shanayos yilazov tegonte velbatimo Adon Nikola my Rabbi Eidotecha nemnu meod leveitcha nava kodesh Adonai leorech yamim la 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 Mourners and those observing yard site rise for Kaddish, found on page 30 in Lev Shalem, 24 in Sim Shalom. Yid Gadal v'Yid Kadash Shemei Rabbah v'Yalma Divrach Hirutei v'Yamlich Malchutei v'Chayachon of Yomechon v'Chayedecho Beit Yisrael v'Agalav Izman Karivim Ru Amen Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevorach Le'olam Me'ol Maya Yitbarach v'Yishtabach v'Yitpar v'Yitromam v'Yitnasei v'Yithadar v'Yitale v'Yitalal Shemei Dekudesha B'Richu Le'ela minko birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'olma v'imru amen Yehei shlomo rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen Oseh shalom b'mromav v'yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. So we turn to the back of our Sidurim for Pirkei Avot. If we're in the Lev Shalem, we turn to page 246. If we're in the Sim Shalom, we turn to page 266. We're chapter 3, number 15. So the second one down on 246 in Lev Shalem, or the fourth one down in Sim Shalom on 266. So Rabbi Elazar Hamodai. So I think this means he's from the town of Modi'in, which is a real city now in Israel, in between Jerusalem and Tel Aviv along the main highways there. It's really built up. It's a beautiful city. So it was a city at the time of the Maccabees. And so in the time of Hanukkah, so there was a town there, and there have been archaeological digs there. Anyway, I digress. Rabbi Elazar the Hamodai used to say, "Hamechalel et hakodashim," one who profanes the sacred, "Vehamevazeh et hamoadot," and despises the festivals, "Vehamalbin pnei chavero birabim," and who embarrasses or shames his friend in public, or just shames anyone in public, "Vehamefer brito shel Avraham Avinu," and who annuls the covenant of our father Abraham. If you're in the blue, there's a footnote there about how this is literal. There was a time in the time of the rabbis and before when Jews tried to look non-Jewish and would even go so far as men would go so far as to reverse this covenant of circumcision. Vehamegale panim batorah shelo kahalacha, and contemptually perverts the meaning of Torah. So I think this means if you reveal elements of the Torah that are not according to Jewish law. So Jewish law interprets the Torah and finds meaning in the Torah that is not quite there, obviously and literally. So the accepted interpretations that go beneath the surface are okay, they're according to halakha. But if you do something that's not according to halakha, if you do all of these things, if you desecrate the holy, if you desecrate the holidays, embarrass people publicly, you annul the covenant and pervert Torah, then alf al pi sheyesh biyado Torah u'ma'asim tovim, even though you might still have an element of being a Torah scholar and you still do good deeds. In other words, you can do all these terrible things and still be a good person otherwise, even if you are a good person otherwise, and you still are a Torah scholar in other ways. Ein lo chelek la'olam haba. You do not have, that person who does any of these things does not have a portion in the world to come. So it's okay to be partly, you could do these terrible things, but be good otherwise. According to Elazar Hamodai, no, that's not enough. You have to be good according to the way the rabbis say that we have to be good. And we have to be spiritual Jewishly according to the way the rabbis say that we have to be. You can't be a Torah scholar and be doing good deeds if you're embarrassing somebody publicly or if you're desecrating the holiday, things like that. You have to be consistent through and through in order to have a share in the world to come. So this is a question for people in the Jewish community today from all walks of life in the Jewish community. Rabbi Elazar Hamodai is not exactly an inclusive, welcoming rabbi here. He's suggesting that you have to follow a particular path in order to make it to the world to come. Whereas other rabbis, they don't really care. Well, they do care, but are more open and don't ask questions about people's backgrounds. So it's just interesting, Elazar Hamodai just representing an element or aspect of rabbinic thinking. Being a good person means doing these good things. And being a Torah scholar means being a Torah scholar in this particular way. And if you do that, then you get to share in the world to come. Yes, Julian.
So, Hamodai is Modai? Is that is that not a profession?
No, I think it's from Modi'in. So
Okay.
someone from Modi'in is a Moda'i.
But ha, isn't ha?
Yes, the Modinite, or I don't know, the Rabbi Jonah the Philadelphian. Okay, that's what that means.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Or,
my other question had to do with, you were saying, and a person who profanes and despises.
yeah, I don't know if it has to be all of these things
I was thinking
all together or just one of these things.
or, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. There's no commentary on it, so I don't know if it has to be all of them or just one of them. But these are, this is his list of things that would prevent one from getting into the world to come. Okay, so those in mourning and those observing Yartzeit, we turn back to Kaddish de Rabbanan, 38 in Lev Shalem or 27 in Sim Shalom. And they rise for this Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah v'yalma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayachon of yomechon v'chayedecho beit Yisrael v'agala v'zman karivim ru amen Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach leolam ol me'ol maya Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnasei V'hadar v'tale v'talal shemei dekudashah b'richu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen al Yisrael v'al Rabbanan v'al Tamidehon v'al kol Tamidehon v'al kol man de'oskin b'oraita Diviatra Hadain V'Divachol Atar V'Atar Yehei Lahon Ulachon Shlomo Rabba China V'Chista V'Rachamin V'Chayin Arichin Amazona Revicha U'Forkana Min Kadam Mavuhon Divishmaya V'Imru Amen Yehei Shlomo Rabba Min Shemaya V'Chayim Tovim Aleinu V'Al Kol Yisrael V'Imru Amen Oseh shalom bimramav hu brachamav yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. We all rise for Baruch Hu on the next page, 39 in Lev Shalem, 28 in Sim Shalom. Baruch Hu et Adonai hamavorach Baruch Adonai hamavorach leolam va'ed. May be seated. Baruch atah Adonai Elohim haolam. Shevarim aviravim b'chom avtim shavim v'mizraim. Umavir yom umevi laila. Mavdil ben yom uvein laila. Adonai tzavot shemo. El chai v'kayam. Tamidim lo chaleinu leolam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai. Hamari varavim ahavat olam beit Yisrael amacha ahavta Torah umitzvot chukim umishpatim otanu limadeta Al kein Adonai Eloheinu b'shochveinu v'kumeinu Nasiach bechukecha v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha uv'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed ki hem chayenu v'yorech yameinu uvahem nege yomam v'layla Yomam v'layla v'avatcha al tasir mimenu li'olamim Baruch atah Adonai ohev amo Yisrael Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai echad Baruch Shem Tov ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, והיה שמות שמותיי אשר נתן היום. נתתי שבזמנך לבחר. שמתם בראי לבכם נפשכם ובכם ותן אותם ומני בואים מכם ומכם ותדבר בני שלמותם וסוסים אדם כמה שעשיתי אתכם לזין אלוהים אדוני אלוהיכם אמת ואמונה כל זאת וקיים עלינו כי אדוני אלוהינו ולאין צלתו ושלמה הפודנו מהמלאכים. ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם משה ומרים ובני ישראל לחנו שירה בשמחה רבה ויאמרו כולם מי כמוך באלים אדוני מי כמוך נדר בקודש נורא תהילות עושה פלא מלכותך ראו בניך בוקע ים לפני משה זה לי אנו ויאמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד ונאמר כי פד אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל Yisrael. I asked Tina Levin to read for us the English translation of Hashkivenu, page 45 in Lev Shalem or 33 in Sim Shalom. This is in memory of her beloved mother, Frances Berger, whose yahrzeit is tonight and tomorrow. So Tina, go ahead.
Allow us, Adonai our God, to sleep peacefully. Awaken us to life, O Sovereign. Spread over us your canopy of peace. Restore us with your good counsel and save us for the sake of your name. Shield us. Remove from us enemies, pestilence, swords, starvation, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings. For you, God, watch over and deliver us. And you, God, are sovereign, merciful, and compassionate. Ensure our going and coming for life and peace now and forever. May you spread over us your canopy of peace. Baruch atah Adonai, who spreads the canopy of peace over us, over all the people Israel, and over Jerusalem.
Thank you, Tina, and may your mom's memory always continue to be a source of blessing and comfort to you and the family.
Amen. Thank you.
Ushmor tzeiteinu v'oeinu l'chaim l'shalom me'ata v'yad olam ufros aleinu sukat shalomecha baruch atah Adonai haporei sukat shalom aleinu v'yal kol amo Yisrael v'yal Yerushalayim. Next page we rise. V'shameru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat La'asod et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam beini uvein b'nei Yisrael oti le'olam כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, וילמד דברי חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי לכל בית ישראל. בגלה בגלה ובזמן קריב באמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם עולם עולמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לקודשא בריחו לעילא מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תשבחתה ונחמתה תמירן בעלמא ואמרו amen. We read the Amida 47 to 52 in the Lev Shalem, 35 to 38 in Sim Shalom. As we conclude our private prayers, we continue on page 53 in Lev Shalem, 47 in Sim Shalom. ויחולו השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם, ויחל אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה, וישפוט ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה, ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי, ויקדש אותו, כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו, אלוהי אברהם, אלוהי יצחק ואלוהי יעקב, אלוהי שרה, אלוהי רבקה, אלוהי רחל, אלוהי לאה, האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, קונה שמיים וארץ, מגן אבות בדברו, מחיי מתים במאמרו, האל הקדוש שאין כמוהו, המניח לעמו ביום שבת קודשו, כי בם רצה להניח להם, כי בם רצה להניח להם, לפניו נעבוד ביראה ופחד, ונודה לשמו בכל יום תמיד, מעון הברכות אל ההודאות. Baruch Adon HaShalom Mekadesh HaShabbat Mevarech Shevi Umeniach Bikdusha Le'amedu Sheoneg Zecher Lemase Vereshit Eloheinu v'Elahei Avotenu Ritzei B'Mnuchatenu Kadshenu b'mitzvotecha v'tein chalkenu b'toratecha Sabeinu mituvecha v'samchenu b'shuatecha V'taher libenu l'avdacha be'emet V'anchilenu Adonai Eloheinu b'yava v'ratzon Shabbat kodshecha V'yanuchu v'Yisrael mekadeshei shemecha Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat Yitkadavi Kadasha Me Rabba Bialma Divrachi Rutevi Amlich Malchutei V'chayachonu V'yamechonu V'chayei L'chol Beit Yisrael V'agalavi Zman Karivi Imeru Amen Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevorach Le'olam Lo Me'olmaya Yibarach V'yishtabach V'yitpar V'yituma V'yitnasei V'yihadar V'yitaleh V'yitalal Shmei D'Kudesha B'richu Le'elam Yinko Birchata V'shirata Tishbachata V'nechamata Damiran Bialma V'imeru Amen Tika Bel Tzalhan V'adhan D'cho Yisrael Kadam Avon D'Vishmai V'imeru Amen Yehei Shalom Rabba Min Shemai V'chaim Aleinu V'Ko Yisrael V'imeru Amen Oseh Shalom B'mromav V'yaseh Shalom Aleinu V'Ko Yisrael V'imeru Amen. Charlotte Petoskey is going to lead us in the Kiddush. Oh. Page 55 in Lev Shalem, 49 in Sim Shalom. Charlotte. There you go. You got it.
Got it.
Okay. Go ahead.
A minute. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam, borei peri hagofen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam, asher kitshonu b'mitzvos v'rotzavanu, b'shabbat kodsho b'yavo avratzon, yichilonu zichron l'maseh bereshit, ki hu yom techila b'mikroei kodesh, zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim, Kivanu v'harta, Yatanu kitashta, Mikol hami, B'shabbat kodshecha, B'yavov ratzon, Hinchaltanu, Baruch atah Adonai, Mikadesh HaShabbat.
Amen. Yasher Koach, Charlotte. Thank you very much for leading us in Kiddush. And we continue with Aleinu 56 in Lev Shalem, 51 in Sim Shalom. Aleinu l'shabei Adon hakol ate gedula leotzer breshit shelo asane kegoyei aratzot velo samanu kimishpachot adama shelo sam chelkenu kahem v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam v'anachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'modim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu shehu noteh shemayim v'selavet tzemashal v'gor b'shemayim al kein ekavelachan Elohim akir v'edu b'shefes Ki hamalchut shelcha hi olam me'atim loch bechavod kakatuv b'toratecha Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed v'nemar v'haya Adonai le'melech al kol haaretz v'yom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad. Mourner's Kaddish, Yid Kadal, V'Yid Kadash, Shemei Rabbah, V'alma divrach irutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon of yomechon v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael v'agalav izman karivim ru amen. Yehi shmei rabba mevarach le'olam omeil maya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitale v'yitalal shemei dekudesha b'richu La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shloma rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom v'imromav v'yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Just a couple of announcements before we conclude. Thank you all for who participated in the service this evening, and service tomorrow at 9:30. Tomorrow evening, Shabbos is over just about 5:30, so evening service and Havdalah will be at 5:30 tomorrow evening. And there will not be Talmud or prayer book Hebrew classes on Sunday, but we will have minyan as usual, 8:45 in person or on Zoom. We conclude with Yigdal, page 62, in Lev Shalem, 53 in Sim Shalom. Yigdal Elohim Chai v'yishtabach nimtza v'yeneit el metziuto echad v'yen yachid keyichudo ne'elam v'gam ein sof le'achduto ein lo demut haguf v'yeino guf lo na'aroch elav kedushato kadmon lechol davar asher nivra Rishon v'yen reshit le'reshito inu Adon Olam v'chol notzar yoreh gedulato u'malchuto shefa nevuato netano el anshe skulato v'tifarto lo kam b'Yisrael kemo she'od navi u'mabit Yet emunato toratem et natan le'amoel al yanavio neman beito lo yachalifael velo yamir dato le'olamim lezulato sofer v'yodeya setarenu Mabilas of the Varbekadmato, go Melish Chesed Kemi Falo, Notain La Rasha Ra Kerishato, Yishlach Leketz Yamin Meshichenu, Lifto Mechake Ketz Yeshuato, Meti Michael, Berov Chasto, Baruch Adeyad, Shem Tehilato, Meti Michael, Berov Chasto, Baruch Adeyad, Shem Tehilato. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. It's good to see everyone.
Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom. Everybody should stay in
Shabbat
good
shalom.
health. Stay in good
Shabbat
health.
Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom.
Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Okay.
Shabbat Shalom all.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
You know, Rabbi,
Yes, Tina.
I think that's very cool that they put a Kaddish de Rabbanan in the evening service. It hasn't always been there, has it?
Well, it's there for that. In the Orthodox prayer book, it would be Bameh Madlikin. So after Kabbalat Shabbat, before Ma'ariv, is this section from rabbinic literature.
Okay.
Bameh Madlikin, so our Siddur has alternatives to that because, not exactly stirring a kind of rabbinic literature. What can you use to light a candle with? Rather, why not study something else related to Shabbos? And also there's the option of Pirkei Avot, but whatever it is, you have that special Kaddish at the end.
Yeah,
I have
very
a
nice.
question.
Yes, Doreen.
Okay, so if I'm watching a service,
Yeah.
okay, and I'm looking at the screen and the screen is of people facing east, am I considered to be facing east or should I face east based on the room I'm in?
That's very interesting. So I've situated myself so that I am facing east when I am leading the service and praying. That's just my orientation. So I am in a bedroom in my house upstairs with a green screen behind me with the picture of the chapel projected on that green screen. So the ark in that picture is in the chapel on the eastern wall. It's on my green screen, which is on my western wall. I am talking to you facing east in my house. So we should try to face east when we pray. And the easiest thing is to find out, what window in your house faces the sunrise, and that's east. But if you can't do that, then your heart should be facing east. So don't worry about, if it doesn't work that way, if you face east and then a Zoom is going to be seeing, I don't know, your pantry or your clothes closet or something like that you don't want to be seen, don't worry about it. And you can situate yourself whatever you'd like.
Thank you.
Okay.
I have a question.
Hey, Stanley.
Uh-oh.
Rabbi, are you giving the 4 points on Tuesday or Monday?
Oh, when the Eagles are playing the Washington football team?
Yes.
Hey, I'm just rooting for the, I'm just
Doesn't
rooting for the
matter.
Eagles. Rooting for the
Shabbat
Eagles.
shalom.
I have
Shabbat
tickets
shalom,
to that
everybody.
Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom.